As you know very well, on the 12th of March, the US imposed 25% tariffs on 26 billion of euros of steel and aluminium exports. These tariffs are harming European companies, workers and citizens. As a result, all the EU countermeasures that were announced on the 12th of March would, in that case, take effect in mid-April. Honourable members, as always, a pleasure to be here in front of the, in the light of the recent announcement that the United States are planning to introduce additional tariffs on the 2nd of April. We are now considering to align the timing of the two sets of EU countermeasures so we can consult with the Member States on both lists simultaneously. And this would also give us extra time for negotiations with our American partners to try to find a mutually agreeable solution, which clearly would be preference for us. As a result, all the EU countermeasures that were announced on the 12th of March would, in that case, take effect in mid-April. This approach would allow us to deliver a firm, proportionate, at the same time robust and well-calibrated response to US measures, while at the same time I could continue with the mission to which I was entrusted by the President von der Leyen to continue talks with my American counterparts, trying to find the solution with them. Debates on the trade issue, but this just really reflects the dynamic, I would say also unpredictability. And as you know very well, on the 12th of March, the US imposed 25% tariffs on 26 billion of euros of steel and aluminium exports from Europe. Just to put it into the perspective, this is approximately 5% of total EU exports to the United States of America. On top of it, more EU products might be subject to tariffs in the coming days. And I want to be clear that these are unjustified tariffs. These tariffs are harming European companies, workers and citizens. And we all know that the EU is clearly not the source of the problem when it comes to steel and aluminium. The real problem is overcapacity, and this means the way forward should be that Europe and US should cooperate together to tackle the root causes of the overcapacity. And as you know, we are not hesitating to take action in this regard, and you, I'm sure, noticed that yesterday we adopted the new Steel and Metal Action Plan, where the trade policy plays a very instrumental role. We also, of course, continue working on our preparations. On the 2nd of April, we will need to assess the action taken by the US and keep a flexible approach so as to calibrate our response accordingly. In addition to the reciprocal tariffs, the US has launched a Section 232 investigation on copper, wood, again including derivatives, which could lead to additional tariffs or other restrictive measures. We have also been informed that the US is considering measures under Section 301 on shipbuilding that could have also negative effects for EU maritime transport firms. So we are following all these developments very, very closely, and we will again need to be ready to act firmly, swiftly and proportionally if needed. I am convinced that continuous engagement and the positive approach is the best way forward. However, I have always been also very clear with my US counterparts that we will react firmly and proportionally if we are hit by unjustified measures.